Video presentation tayo of our product. This is the coin hopper from easyelectronyx, and it is using a mechanical counter instead of the optical counter na ginagamit ng most of the uh, coin hoppers na nabibili natin. Okay. So, first is, bago ko siya ipakita, I actually modify the code na pwede natin gamitin. Ang wiring niya is pretty simple talaga. And actually, ang hopper sensor is, again, using mechanical switching instead of the optical na usually ginagamit natin. So, sa optical kasi, ang kakaroon tayo ng issue is that kapag mayroon kang, parang ang concept natin is we have a transmitter dito sa taas, example lang, no? And then a receiver sa ibaba, sa ilalim. And then if mayroon dumaan na coin, meron siyang comparator in which nagte-transmit siya ng pulse. Okay. So now this is different kasi that one is pretty much erroneous siya. It's because pwede kasi magkasabay-sabay yung coin, and kasi it actually checks yung nag-estimate lang siya kung ilan yung dumadaan with the amount of time na dumadaan yung coin. So pag nagkakadikit-dikit yung coins, almost sabay-sabay silang lumalabas, the optical sensor actually meron siyang errors na pag nagkadikit, even if it's actually 2 coins, kinakount niya as 1. Okay, so you can have a code about that. Another thing is kapag kinode mo naman siya in such way na you will only count if it changes from no block, di ba? Normally kasi walang blockage, di ba? Then dumaan yung coin. Then kinakount mo lang yung amount of time or nilalagyan mo lang siya ng bounce time. Again, it's also erroneous din. Okay? It's also erroneous kapag mabilis yung paglabas ng coin kasi hindi naman exactly the same yung amount na or ang speed ng pag-release. Depende kasi yun sa laman ng coin hopper. So kung marami, mas mabilis siyang mag-release. Kapag konti, mas mabagal siyang mag-release. Ang best method on that type of coin hopper, okay, we actually also sell that type of coin hopper, is to what I did before is binagalan ko yung motor. So kung binagalan mo yung motor, so di ba slowly siyang umiikot. So slowly lumalabas yung coin. So saktong-sakto yung bilang ng output mo. Okay. So instead of using motor speed controller, we have this product na coin hopper din siya, pero meron na siyang casing para hindi na kayo mahirapan maglagay ng coins. At the same time, ituturo ko ngayon just a simple tutorial kung paano mo siya gagamitin. So this one uses only 5 volts sa kanyang sensor pins. So meron siyang tatlo, which is actually pretty common sa mga pulse na katulad nito, pulse devices, pulse outputting devices like coin slot, bill acceptor. Okay. So meron siyang red, which is BCC, and then yung white is pulse, and then yung black is ground. So ang ginawa natin is ang kanyang circuit, dun sa loob yung circuit, no, hindi natin papakita yung circuit. Yung red is just connect it to 5 volts para magamit mo siya with arduino or any microcontroller. Kung walang mostly naman sa microcontroller meron siyang 5 volts, di ba? And then dito sa ground yung black, and then syempre yung pulse. Actually yung in-output niya dito is voltage, no? Nagkakaroon siya ng small change in voltage kapag tumatama yung coin sa may part ng metal na ito. Okay. Mamaya papakita ko kung saan yung part ng sensor. So pag tumatama siya dyan, bago siya lumabas, nag-create siya ng some value of voltage na nagbabago. Okay. Very small. So ito, this is actually ridiculous, no? What I did is just, kapag may na-detect akong voltage doon, since in most of the cases or I think all of the cases na gumagamit tayo ng coin hopper sa isang machines like changer, coin changer, or anything, nilalagay natin siya sa while loop, di ba? So actually it doesn't matter. So mabilis naman kasi yung while loop, diba? Abang nandun yung value na yon, or abang nandun yung abang true yung statement na yon, or yung logical statement, continuous lang siya dun sa loop, hindi siya magmamine ng ibang part ng code. So basically yung ipapakita ko is yung ilalagay niyo sa while loop. So ang nilagay ko lang is if any changes na analog pin 0, okay, analog read, binabago ko yung state ng pin number 8 or digital pin 8, which is kinonect ko siya sa pin 2 just to have a interrupt, no? Para magkaroon ako ng interrupt function. Okay. Which is, yun lang, gusto ko lang siyang magkaroon ng interrupt para malagyan ko siya ng debounce. Okay. Kasi, again, lahat ng ganito, same thing with any other nag-output ng pulse or values ng pulse, nag-create siya ng bouncing. So, meron siyang bouncing issue. So, what I did is very simple. I'll just give you the code. Someone who buys this one, this unit. So, basically, ang hopper nilagay ko sa interrupt, then nilagay ako ng checker, which is pin 8. Yung ginamit ko, dinikit ko siya sa pin 2. So, this is actually a rough sample. This is my first time using this device. So, gusto ko lang, gumana na siya. Okay, hindi na ako nag-isip ng kung ano-ano pang nilalagay sa code. Just to make the code simple, yun na lang, no? So, ang bounce duration ko is 30 milliseconds. Ang hopper ko, nilagay ko sa pin 2. Okay? Which is actually yung hopper ko, sa A0, di ba? Yung pin A0. But if I read pin A0, I actually change 8, then I change the state of interrupt sa pin 2. Again, it's not pretty, hindi siya maganda, but it works, so it doesn't matter. Again, I can improve this further sa kapag medyo tumagal-tagal to sa akin. So, nag-stock tayo ng ganitong hoppers and they let me study kung paano siya gamitin so that we can sell them at a very good with support, no? Especially sa students and project makers. So, ang sensor, I just place it on A0 and then lagyan ko ng volatile ins account because I place it inside the interrupt service routine. And then, naglagay ako ng volatile unsigned long sa bounce time so that I can have a bounce time kasi nga may bouncing issue ito siya. 30 milliseconds actually pretty much okay na siya sa bouncing issue nito. So far, as I tested. So, what I did is just very simple, no? I just read the sensor, which is pin E0, di ba? Pin E0 yung sensor. So, if yung value niya is greater than 6, kasi usually, nakaano to siya kapag walang pulse, walang tumatama dito sa may pin na to, na coin, or sa may metal na yan na coin, always 0 lang talaga yung value niya, 0 volts lang talaga siya. Okay? So, nilagay ko lang siya if greater than 6, I just change the value of pin 8 to high, and then after 1 millisecond, low. So that, if ginawa ko pa siyang high, di ba, in my ISR or interrupt service routine, I just place it as detect rising. So if checker reads as high or naging 5 volts or 3.3 in some cases ng ibang microcontrollers, matitrigger niya or magkakaroon siya ng or mararan niya yung ISR, and then magkakaroon ng bounce duration, some value. And then I just after 1 millisecond, I just make it low. So parang I just created a pulse that is 1 millisecond yung pulse width, just to trigger my ISR. So again, it will not be re-triggered after the bounce duration. So mati-trigger mo lang siya ulit, or it will only count the other, no? Kasi para mabawas, maibsan natin or ma-solve natin yung bouncing issue using software, I just place it inside an ISR. So I think there are other ways that I can do this code, or other ways to go. So it's already 2 AM and I don't want to sleep, so yun, gusto ko na siyang matapos. So it's not pretty dead, but then I just gumamit ako ng old Arduino dito. Upload ko tong code. So actually ganito siya, no? Ang gagawin ko lang is titingnan ko kung tama na yung count. So pag umikat mo siya, input siyang ganun, turn siya, then mag-release siya ng coin dito. So actually may takip siya, and the space is actually pretty much spacious. You can actually place some values of maybe mga, actually you can extend it upward if you want to have like 1,000 pieces of coins dito, you can extend it upward. But for now, this one is pretty much spacious na siya. Okay. So in this setting, again, what I noticed dito sa, this is a mechanical type ng sensing. In this setting, it accepts for the PHP bill, nag-accept po siya ng 5 pesos and 10 pesos. Accurate siya sa 5 pesos and 10 pesos. Bakit hindi siya accurate sa piso? Later, I will show you kung paano mo siya i-modify kung gusto mo siyang gamitin sa piso. So, common sense tayo, no? Balik tayo sa common sense na issue. Or common sense na part ng paggamit ng coin hopper. If you use coin hopper most of the time, what we do is, yung laman ng coin or yung coin na nilalagay natin dito is the same value. Example, kung 5 pesos, 5 pesos yan lahat. Example, coin changer, no? Gusto mong gumawa ng bill to coin, which is actually what I will do. Gagawa ko ng ganong machine. Kaya nga na, since may humingi sa akin ng tulong na student na paano gamitin ito, this is actually our product kasi. Okay? So, mag-video na lang din ako. Okay? Para at least, ano tayo. So, let's say coin changer, gusto mong gumamit ng bills. Let's say, maglalagay ka ng paper bills like 100 pesos, 500 pesos, 1,000 pesos. And then you want it to change into coins. Okay, so you can actually do that. Pero in one condition, yung the coins inside the coin hopper is the same value, 5 pesos. If 5 pesos, 5 pesos lahat yan. If 10 pesos, 10 pesos lahat yan. Hindi mo siya common sense, hindi mo siya paghahaluin because ang coin hopper, it actually only counts the amount or the number of pieces, not the value. It cannot detect how much yung dumaan. Okay? It detects how many pieces or parang ko ba ito isasabihin, no? Ilang dami, not the ilang halaga or ilang value niya. Okay? So, basically, in this setting, yung ano niya, default setting if you buy this product, ang default setting niya is 5 pesos and 10 pesos. Accurate siya sa 5 pesos and 10 pesos. So, let's try. Okay? So, using this code, I can actually give the code. So, ilan ba yung nilagay ko? 5 yun, no? So, ikutin ko lang siyang ganyan. So, again, sa pulse, remember naman tayong problem din minsan sa inductive. Kasi coil, this is using coil kasi motor yan siya. So, that's why we have bounce time. So, siya. Tatanggalin ko na, no? Kasi 5 lang man din yung nilagay ko. Nakita niyo magka-count siya. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which actually what I do dito sa my ISR. Kapag na-trigger siya, count is parang mag-add ka ng 1 sa volatile value ng count. And then i-serial print niya. Okay, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, this does not work with 1 peso. Okay, sinabi ko na siya, no? Hindi siya accurate yan sa 1 pesos. Ulitin ko muna, no? Maglagay ako ng 3 lang. Okay. Oops, sorry. Nagkaroon ng error dito sa ating ganun talaga minsan, no? Sa serial print. So, may lumabas dito na error sa serial monitor, kumbaga. Okay, so lalagyan ko siya ulit. Ayan, tatlo siya, no? So, minsan kasi may lumalabas dyan na error, serial monitor problem. So, tatlo siya. Since tatlo lang din yung nilagay ko. So, if I put 1 peso value here, hindi ko na siya papakita kasi medyo matatagal tayo, hindi siya maging accurate. Why? Because it is, ang default setting niya is for 5 pesos. So, how do you set it kapag, okay, sir, coin changer din yung sa amin, pero piso yung gusto ng output. Okay. So, again, in the cases that you, gumagamit ka ng coin hopper, common sense na ginagawa ng builder is that yung value ng coin sa loob is the same. Kung piso, piso lahat yan. Kung 5 peso, 5 peso. Everything na sa loob is just 5 peso coins. And then kapag 10, 10 naman. Okay. So, itong default setting niya is for 5 or 10. 5 pesos or 10 pesos, it will count accurately. Pero, paano pag gusto mong gawing piso? So, kailangan mong tanggalin yon. Actually, may screw yan siya, no? Okay, pag nilalagay mo kasi may screw yan siya dito, tinanggal ko. Nasaan ko na kayo nalagay yun? Dito lang yan somewhere. Kaya hanapin ko lang mamaya. May screw yan siya dito. Okay? Kasi parang sinushoot mo lang kasi dyan yung coins, di ba? So, anyways, pwede mo din gamitin ganito. Dito. Dito yung screw niya. At least nahanap ko na. So, paano mo siya i-adjust? Itong coin hopper na to. If you want to use 1 pesos or 1 peso coin. So, tanggalin mo to. Mechanical kasing switching niya, not optical. And the biggest advantage is easier to code. Second advantage is mas accurate siya, no? Mas lesser yung error niya compared dun sa optical na gumagamit ng IR. Okay, tapos matatanggal siya. Okay. Actually, ito pwede mong tanggalin, pero hindi pwede mong tanggalin yung ito, tanggalin ko to. Okay. Huwag mong tanggalin yung grease, kasi para umikot siya ng maayos. Pwede mo pang tanggalin ito, di ba? Hindi ko alam kung anong para dyan, pero actually yung sensing niya is dito. So normally kasi pag 10 pesos, ito yung setting natin. Okay, sasakto siya dyan. So ganito, check mo ito. Nakaganyan siya. Yung sa gitna yung screw niya, especially itong sa taas, nasa middle. Okay. Kasi ang diameter niya is from 22 to 26.5 mm. So ito na, basically ito yung default niya is nasa gitna, which is for 5 pesos and 10 pesos coins. So if you want to use it for 1 peso, you actually need to make this length smaller. Kailangan mo siyang gawing smaller for if ever you want to use it for 1 peso. Okay, so again, it is not that you can't go into the circuit sa loob, sa board, but I recommend wag nyo lang buksan itong mga dito. Okay, I just recommend. Yan, so ano mo lang siya, then ipupush mo siya forward. Okay, push mo siya forward. Actually, tatanggalin ko na itong sa baba. Okay, you actually need to remove this one first. Okay, and then push this one forward, upward. Okay, ganyan yung piso. Okay, so ano yung natin is, paano ba ito gagawin? No? Dalawa lang yung kamay ko. So meron siyang butas doon, you can see that. Okay, meron siyang isang butas doon. Doon mo siya i-screw ito for the 22 mm. So yung sa pinakataas, yan, check mo yung ilan yung butas niya, 4 kasi. So ito yung gagamitin mo for 1 pesos. This one and this one. For the 5 pesos, yung pinakita ko kanina, I hope nakita nyo. Actually, naka-default din naman siya for 5 pesos. Sa gitna lang itong second, somewhere like, something like this. Okay, for 1 pesos, something like this. Let me screw it first. So yan. So for 1 pesos, you push mo talaga siya forward sa pinakataas. Okay. So if for 1 peso, actually makikita mo the 4 holes is visible sila. And you can test, no? Anyways, this is not final. You can test. Accurate na ba? If not accurate, I can just remove it again and then try a different measurement. If it works, it works. Okay. And then I'll have this one here. Sa taas din, upper portion din. Okay. And then if it didn't work, then remove it again. Tapos try another measurement. But for the 5 pesos, I hope you can rewind the video yung later kanina. That's actually the default if you buy the machine. That's the default. Okay. So now you can try for 1 peso coins. It does not go in here anymore. Okay. And then na-push mo siya forward so that it is now fit to pass through here. Okay. So actually the sensor gives you values if the coin pass to like this. Okay. But some value of the bounce. So okay. So again, it's not optical. So I'll just place it. Take it back. You need to screw this one. Okay. It does not work if you do not screw this one because the coins will pass through here. So hope I can fast forward this. So, for the support, product support for students. Kasi diba, kailangan nating tulungan yung students, especially in their thesis projects. If there's time, there are times na bibili naman talaga sila ng ganitong machines. So it's good. Now I can use 1 peso. Kasi pinakita kanina kasi it will just be wasting time. So now we can use, I have a lot of 1 peso coins here. So again, you can adjust the code, especially this bounce duration. If you okay, so okay. Again, you can adjust the code, especially if nagkaroon ka ng error sa counting. Ano yung main errors natin sa counting is yung inductive current or induction effect ng motor. Kapag ino-on mo kasi yung mga inductive type ng mga inductive loads, they create this error, electromagnetic na interference na error, EMI, in which nagkakaroon ka ng ghost pulses, parang kumbaga nakaka-detect siya kahit wala namang lumalabas na coin. Okay. In other cases, as far as I know, nagki-create siya ng current in opposite direction kasi inductive siya. So at the same time, it also creates these errors na nagki-create ng false reading. So now it's 0. Okay, I'll have a lot of coin na mahulog ito. Can I have something? Okay. Para may sumalo. Okay. Then go. Yan. So stop ko siya doon, no? Then we will count. Tama na ba? O nagkaroon ba ako ng error? So if nagkaroon ka ng error sa count, let's say 26 yan siya, please adjust bounce duration. So yan siya. Okay. Nilagay ko dito, no? Kasi baka hindi natin ma-count ng maayos. So I hope you support us on Shopee. Anyways, I'm just happy to share. So 5, we have 10, 15, 20, 26. Okay, klaro ba? 5, 10, 15, 20, 26, which is 26. So again, if may error, you can edit the bounce duration. So I think sa 30 ms is the amount of time na parang nahuhulog siya. So I just placed 30 ms and I really didn't measure. So as far as I know, kapag sinobran mo naman yan, you will have lower count. So wala akong error for how many times, kahit marami akong nilagay or konti. Basta kung piso, you just need to adjust the mechanical switch here. Kapag 5 pesos, you also need to adjust that one. So naka-default siya sa 5 pesos and 10 pesos. Mostly kasi sa mga projects namin, yung mga ginagawa kong units or machines, I use 5 pesos output. Baga, especially sa coin changers or sa mga changer machine, sa mga vending machine na nagbibigay ng sukli or nagbibigay ng some amount of change, I use 5 pesos kasi para hindi siya maubos kagad. Kasi minsan 200 pesos yung kailangan mong ilabas. If it's 1 peso, pag 1 peso yun, maubos yun kagad, no? So kapag 5 peso, medyo may pang matitirang konti. So yan, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 20, and then 6. The count is 6. So the code is pretty simple. The sensor is using mechanical. So again, this is from easyelectronyx. Thank you for watching. Happy to help for those students na nahihirapan sa paggamit ng hoppers. Thank you.